Hi, I'm Andrew Dennis, and I'm an instructor here at the Department of Media and Information, where I teach 3D art, animation, and game design. I got my undergrad in history, which doesn't seem like a natural segue into games, but I'd always been fascinated with games as a medium. I actually started off in computer science for my first semester before I really discovered that it wasn't my passion. I still wanted to be making software, but programming wasn't the way I wanted to get into it. And it was actually by chance at an internship I did with the Wayne County Parks Department. They just so happened to have a graphics workstation there that nobody knew how to use. They had me sitting at the workstation just because it was the empty desk, and I started teaching myself Photoshop just because I found it interesting. So like any good history major, I was going to go into law, because that's what you do when you're a history major. And I became a paralegal at a law firm, and just like at Nantucket Mills, I started doing graphic design work there because I found it way more fun to do than all the legal filing, which really should have been a clue for me from the start. So I started searching around for master's programs in the field of study that I was interested in, and I so happened to find Michigan State University offered a master's specialization in serious game design. And I always thought that games could be a really powerful medium for messages, not just a toy that some kid plays with. The primary function of media information is to some degree storytelling, how we convey information and communicate through media. And I see just as games are a communicative media, so is 3D art. I teach primarily art from that standpoint, the idea that we can make 3D models and objects to communicate a very specific message. So I teach more than just the technical skills of how to use a software like Maya or ZBrush. I teach how do you make something interesting? How do you resonate with an audience? How can we use things like form, silhouette, hue, saturation, lighting, and value to give us something that's not just visually interesting and cool to look at, but also conveys a very specific message. One of the things I find most exciting about teaching here at MSU is not only the opportunities to teach students this new, exciting, and constantly evolving field of 3D art, but the opportunity to learn from them too. There's no way any one person could contain all of the disciplines of 3D in their head. I do my best to be a generalist, but there's no way you can have all of it at once. And so while I have an opportunity to teach students, from my passions, my background, my knowledge, and my interests, what we have here is an opportunity for everyone to learn from everyone else's opportunities, backgrounds, passions, and interests.